we invited Mr. S.P. Tulsian of sptulsian.com. Good morning, sir. Diwali is over, but the sweetness in sugar stocks remains.
That's right, and in fact, Lata, I've taken this sugar stock, Dalmia Bharat Sugar, in spite that the stock was recommended by me on 15th July at 148. Then the stock has already given 25% gain. But the reason for recommending this again, the revised positive view on the sugar sector post the announcement of SAP by the UP government. And in fact, I've seen, I've heard many of the analysts and all that, more of the commodity experts, giving a price target of 32 rupees on the sugar. That means it will correct by about 5-6 rupees per kg for all those things. And SAP, in hike of state advised price by about 10 rupees per quintal. There are some, kind of myth, or the properly market has not understood that. Let me just give you a small background here. Purchase tax which was there earlier existing, for the last season, that got subsumed in the GST, and GST having effected from 1st July, so that there has been a straight saving of 6 rupees purchase tax to all the mills, those who will be starting now the crushing. And crushing always starts, after having closed in the month of April or March, always starts in the month of October, November, largely in Maharashtra and UP. So the SAP which we have seen and a hike of about 10 rupees per quintal effectively will result a burden of about 4 rupees per quintal only. And that is seen extremely positive. And let me tell you that the millers and all were expecting much more hike than for 10 rupees per quintal. So that's extremely positive. Number one. Number two, the ethanol price hike is likely to be seen again now, maybe from the UP government also, maybe in the next 1 month. And that is expected to be about 3 rupees per litre, and if that comes in, that will again be a huge positive. Third thing, that because of this late monsoon, the recovery will increase in UP. Already UP has been seeing an increase on an average. Last season, the average recovery was 10.67 for the entire state, with many of the mills having a recovery of maybe as high as 11.75 also. But this time it is expected that from 10.67, probably it will touch maybe to about 10.9 or closer to about 11 because of the late monsoon having seen maybe in this last 1 month, which will increase the sugar content in the sugar cane and will effectively lead to higher recovery going forward. Now coming specifically on Dalmia Bharat will be having a dual advantage because they have 3 mills in UP, aggregate capacity of 22,500 TCD, and 2 mills in Maharashtra, 10,000 TCD. Maharashtra this year is going to show the production growth of about maybe 65 to 72%, a range of 65 to 72%, while Dalmia Bharat Sugar in its 2 mills will going to show a production growth of 90% to 100%. UP is going to show a production growth of 12 to 15%. One can expect a 15 to 18% growth for Dalmia Bharat Sugar. So going forward, if you really take a call, the scenario for this company is going to outperform the industry norm. Now coming again a myth that sugar industry is seeing a production growth of 23% this year. That is right, but that will not even be meeting the consumption requirement, which is at about maybe 25 to 26 million, 25 to 26 million, while the production is estimated at 25 million tons. So again, the prices will remain quite firm. It may not fall below 35 rupees or maybe even 36 rupees if I want to stick my neck out. So taking all this into consideration, the season has started with a quantity of with less than 4 million tons, or if you really ask me, it is at 3.5 million tons, though ISMA is saying at about 3.5 to 4 million tons. So taking all this into consideration, the sugar industry scenario is very good. Coming quickly on this, I have already given 5 mills. If you see the financial performance of the company for Q1, they have already posted a record EPS of about 6.80, and if you can just extrapolate, this company should be able to post an EPS of closer to about 28 rupees. This is the only company having promoter stake of 75%. Ooh. The balance sheet is very much in place. There are no sugarcane arrears, and we are going to see the record Q2 numbers and record FY18 numbers from all UP sugar mills, including this Dalmia Bharat Sugar as well. So taking that into account, share now ruling at 181 can move to a level of 217 in next 6 months.